Hello there everyone and welcome to RPM. We are at Qatar and I'm your host for this evening. I'm Inorganic. Looking forward to an interesting race. We've got 3 races left, including this one. And I can Drivers' Championship. I can bring it up. Loads. There we go. At the moment, we've got Colin, or aka Learner Driver, on 203 points, followed by Brandon down in second place. Third place is Jetfish, but Jetfish isn't racing today, so that's a bit of a blow for Jetfish, and some of the drivers behind him will be looking to capitalise on that, especially in fourth place Mr. Volcano in the beautiful Alfa Romeo. Fifth in the Mercedes is Al. Sixth is Davey. Davey's on 83 points. Al 89. Volcano 94. Jetfish is on 116. Brendan is on 157. So Brendan will be hoping that Colin in the Williams, Learner Driver, has a bit of a mare to try and close that gap up, because after this we've got Brazil, and that's a sprint race, and then we go to Las Vegas for the last race of this season. So we've got drivers out on the track already. See what we got. Kieran, who he's a reserve driver in the Premiership, did race yesterday, and it was a race to forget for Kieran. Plenty of penalty points. There can be a lot of this track does like to give out penalties. We've seen that on Tuesday and yesterday, with plenty of drivers getting penalties. You're saying I'm on air. You're saying I'm on air. So I cannot see myself on the YouTube channel, so I can't see what is going on in the chat. Through all of this, because Villa were absolutely shocking in the Conference League. Yeah, we don't particularly want to talk about football. No, definitely not. As Learner Driver is rounding a 1.3, gets himself to this positional pole. Volcano second with a 121.0, and Liam has gone round in a 121.1. This is Liam's first season with RPM. He's had a couple of races with us now, and he's gone round in 2/100th of a second, 2/10ths of a second quicker than Learner Driver, so that could be interesting. There we go. I've got it now. Don't know why it wasn't showing on the thing, so I can see everyone that's in chat. And I can, it's not in the chat yet, but there is a good luck to the Alfa Romeo boys from a certain Mr. Inorganic. Not biased in any form. I haven't checked actually to see, because we are using World Cars thanks to EA's fantastic patches that they send out. They've managed to make the cars unequal. There are a couple of cars that have got the proper liveries in the World Car, and there's one of them. There's Luke. Luke now wasn't very well yesterday. He was on comms. Had a really nasty cold, so I know he's going to be struggling a bit, but I do wish my co-host all the best in this race. I do like the Williams with the Silverstone livery, although I think I do prefer the livery they've got at the moment. There's Simotla in the Audi. Obviously Audi will be joining in 26, so a couple of years yet before the Audi takes over. So at the moment, time wise, we've only got Simotla that's out trying to set a time on mediums, so obviously he's trying to keep a set of softs. And we've got Higgsy on an out lap, and we've also got Brendan on an out lap, and Learner Driver on an out lap. Now Liam has already set the benchmark. As you're watching Simotla, he's in sector 3. Oh, and he's gone wide there. He's validated. And there we go. Ah, that's a cracking livery, that is. I do like that. He's gone in the lovely Williams livery, the one that they got at the moment, the Golf one. It's a nice looking Williams. At the moment, he's finding himself in second place. I don't think Learner Drive will be too upset with that. An excellent driver. We know Colin is fast, and it's all talent, but it's also a lot of hard work. Colin does put in a lot of hard work when he can. He does do a lot of laps, and he will be liking the challenge. He does like a good challenge, does Learner Driver. But we do have a new livery on the Williams, and there's still no L plates. We've got the livery, but we're missing the L plates still. But Qatar, the first Grand Prix was in 21. It wasn't held in 22 thanks to the Qatar World Cup, so they actually suspended the race last year. And it will be back later this year. We've got Steve-O in chat saying good evening. Good evening, Steve-O. As we were on board watching Learner Driver, as Higgs has gone round in a 1:20.133. So Learner Driver at the moment finding himself on the second row. What can he do here? And he's put himself way back onto pole. Fantastic lap there from Learner Driver. Hard work and talent rolled into one. So now let's go on board with Liam. I can't remember which team. It does make things a bit more difficult. World Cars, if you haven't got the proper livery. I don't fully know which teams drivers are. We do know Learner Driver and Luke in 7th at the moment are in the Williams. We've got Higgsy in the Red Bull. I gotta say, we've got two great drivers in Volcano and Davey, and they're in the Alfa Romeo, the beautiful Alfa Romeo. No, that was a good corner there, but I think Liam is just bought in his lap, and let's go on board with Luke. Luke is going to want to really try and push as hard as he can. Hasn't had the best of seasons, but he has been on a holiday. He has missed a couple of races this season. We'll be hoping to show what he can do. And he's got himself up to 4th, so that's a good lap. Luke will be pleased with that. And now we will go on board with Kieran. I believe that is the McLaren that Kieran is known to drive. It's not been the best of seasons for Kieran in the championship, and he's just invalidated there, so he's into the pits. Luke is on a in lap, and we go with Al. Al, we know, is in the Mercedes. Only Mercedes in this race today. A permanent driver, with Jetfish not being here, so it's the all gears, not ideal for Mercedes. Right. He hasn't invalidated. Let's see if he's up on the time. There's no lights flashing, so he is on a fast lap. He is half a second quicker, which could put him up to 9th. I think he'll be a bit disappointed if that is the point. If that is the case, let's see if he's got round the last sector 3. Any good? And he goes up to 8th. So Al now, at the time we've got 3 minutes left, so I think Al now will either go on an in lap, or he's going to try and recharge the batteries and go for another lap. We've got Dragos in another Williams liveried car. I'm not sure. That's Williams really going for the extra points there. I think that's 3 Williams. I'm sure you're only allowed 2. But Dragos, along with Simotla and Davey, are yet to set a time yet. On board with Dragos. Yep, That's definitely a Williams livery car, but not actually driving for Williams because they've got both of their permanent drivers out on track. Unless Williams are really trying to go for the all gears championship. Oh, no, I think that was somebody getting out of the way or somebody spinning. So hard to tell with in the world cars. But Dragos' time of 1:22.4 puts him into 11th place. With only a couple of minutes left, you're going to start seeing now everyone come out onto track to set their times. We're still waiting to see if Simotla and Davey can set a lap. And Simotla, once I go on to Simotla, he has actually invalidated again, so I think he's going to try and charge up his battery and go for another fast lap. We're on board now with learner driver. And I think I'll be hoping to really push the advantage, set an even faster time. And he is slightly faster. He's 1/10 faster. I believe that might be Alfa Romeo. Somebody's reversing up the pit. I think that was Danos reversing on track to go into the pit lane. I'm not sure that's allowed, but Colin has gone round in a 1:20.5. So he's 6/10 of a second faster than second place Liam. I'm going to go on board now with, and it was Higgsy in the Red Bull. I don't know, Higgsy's in the Red Bull. Do I like that livery? Shocking pink. It's not too bad. Higgsy will be hoping that he can. Let's have a look. He's into sector 2. Oh, and he's got it all square there. He got it all wrong. The car just stepped out. But it hasn't. There we go. Now it's invalidated. Let's have a look to see what Liam can do. Can Liam? And he set the first fastest lap. He was on pole for a few laps before learner driver took the pole position off him. So here goes Liam. Let's see what Liam can do. He's in sector 3 now, coming up to the long start finish straight. This is where and he's invalidated his lap, so he's not going to improve. Learner driver, won't be able to improve. Stubby, I mentioned about Stubby. Stubby is now a permanent driver in the Premiership, and he'll be pleased with his 4th place on the grid. So that's everyone's qualifying done. So we've got learner driver on pole. He'll be on up front alongside Liam. And the second row of Volcano and Stubby. Higgsy in 5th. Luke in 6th. 7th is Brian, or KFC. 8th is Davey. 9th is Quinn. 10th is Al. 11th is Brendan. I was just trying to see them, the rest of it. Just wait for the screen to load up. Yep. Brendan in 11th, he won't be happy with that. He's going to all to do. Dragos in 12th, Kieran in 13th, and Simotla in 14th. Simotla invalidated quite a few of his laps, hopefully. That's not a sign of things to come in the race. It's so easy to set to get track limits here and get penalties because they're fast corners, and if you just get entry a bit too wrong and the car understeers a bit and drifts out wide, the track limits here will bite you hard, as Kieran found out yesterday in my race on Tuesday. I finished 6th, which was a very interesting start, and probably if you haven't seen it, you want to go onto the YouTube channel RPM and have a look at the Qatar Tuesday race, the start with Gooey's exploding car just off the start. The car just explodes on him, no idea what happened, but he did happen to clip just one other driver as it exploded, which just happened to be me, and that put me down into last place, but it did bring out a safety car, so it wasn't too bad. So hopefully we don't get any more exploding cars today. It is great footage, and if you haven't seen it yet, you definitely want to see that. It's yeah, it's spectacular. It's definitely a good one. Let's have a look what we've got on the tyres. So at the front, learner driver Colin has gone on the hards, followed by Liam and Volcano on the mediums. Everyone else then down order on hards. That's Stubby, Higgsy, Luke, KFC, Davey and Quinn all going on hards. Al is going mediums. Then we've got another 3 hard runners, Brendan, Dragos and Kieran, and Simotla has gone straight into softs, and I don't blame him. We'll be looking to make up places on them softs and then hope for a possible safety car to get off them tyres, but being at the back of the pack, I don't think you've got much to lose, so I think that's a pretty good gamble, the Jonesy gamble. We do like that, but most of the drivers are going for the long haul. As we said, we've just Liam, Volcano, Al on mediums and Simotla at the back on the softs. Kieran in chat, who's going to explode today? Well, I'm hoping no one explodes, but if someone does explode, then don't want to have a word with Gooey, because yeah, you may want to change your fuel supplier. And we've got F1 Widow in chat. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, F1 Widow. Al has got disqualified, and so has Simotla. That's not going to do their tyres the good, as my screen just suddenly again goes absolutely crazy, and it says that people have set times. So I don't know what's happening there, but it's lights out and it's pedal to the metal and away we go, and it's a good start from Liam. Liam has got learner driver into the first corner. I'm really not I think the times are going to start working themselves out, but everyone seems to be behaving themselves. Let's have a look how they got on then. it was a good start. It's a good camera angles. We see all the cars going around there. I'm not sure so much damage. I don't know if everyone has picked up any damage, but Sumatra has moved up ahead of Dragos. Davey slipped down a couple of places. Another great shot there of all the cars. Loving some of these camera shots. But Liam is already 0.6 seconds ahead of Learner Driver, and Liam would definitely want to try and push that advantage of the medium tyres from Learner Driver's hard tyres. Might be interesting to see what happens when the pit stops start happening, but I know that Colin will really be enjoying this battle. Just get out Stubby in third. Then behind Stubby we've got Volcano. Yes, you know it, in the beautiful Alfa Romeo. Then behind Volcano we've got Luke in the second of the Williams in the very nice Silverstone livery. And we've got Brian, KFC. There's a couple of battles going on there. Oh, looks like there's a bit of a touch then from Al. Al got a bit close, and Brendan's having a bit of a look at that in the Ferrari. Brendan's in the Ferrari. You see some of the beautiful camera angles actually. Out there after a slight touch. KFC. Oh, and that's KFC getting all wrong there, getting out wide. And Brendan in the Ferraris moved up into 7th. Higgsy didn't have the best of starts, and there goes the DRS sign. Somebody's just there, just getting rid of the DRS sign. Yeah, we don't need that anyway. There's some good battles going on here on the straight, especially when with DRS, as Al now moves up into 6th. And up front, Liam, I'm going to go to the front because the driver is now really closing up. As Brendan loses a couple of places down to 7th. There's Al in 6th. There's DRS on. There's only one DRS zone, and that's on the straight. On the start-finish straight. So, and that's where most of the overtakes are going to happen. Under DRS. On the start-finish straight. It is quite hard to overtake around here, and I'll tell you what, penalties are really going to come into play here. They really are. So drivers are really going to have to watch that. As we see there, I'm sure that's the driver just getting both wheels outside of the white line. He is close to Liam, and Al now. Al has moved down a few places there, obviously losing out on the start-finish straight. A couple of there's some close racing going on here at in the middle of the pack. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. Look at all these, and there's Brennan, there's Al, and Higgsy's having a look up the inside of Al, and he's got it, but Al's got the inside here. There's a bit of a gap there that KFC's trying to have a go at, and he's going to go on the outside. But Liam's still got the Higgsy's still got the inside there. Oh, and there's a big twitch then from Al's Mercedes, getting all squirmy under acceleration. And Quinn is also having a look here, and there's the first of the penalties. It's not going to be the last. KFC That could hurt him. And again, you can see some of the drivers there just seem to be crossing that white line. There's some cars incredibly close as we go up the start-finish straight with the DRS open and burning the ERS. It's a right, and there you see and there's another one. Oh, and it's Volcano in fourth. He's going to hope though that other cars also pick up penalties, because that could come to hurt Volcano. There's some close battles going on. Quinn and Davey and the beautiful Alfa Romeo. They're all close. Look at that. They're all just following each other out. But I've missed the front watching this battle. Lerner driver has managed to get past Liam and managed to pull a second out. Stubby now is all over the back of Liam, so I don't know if Liam's made on now. Liam's gone wide there. With Stubby watching him. And now they will go into DRS. Is Stubby going to get Liam? Is Stubby going to move into second place? And Al gets a 3-second time penalty. No, we're on lap 6 and already the times are going in, but there's Stubby going on the inside. He's trying to get round, but Liam's got the inside there. Higgs moved past Al on the start-finish straight. And we've got a yellow flag. I believe that's probably Dragos, but Liam's now picked up a 3-second time penalty. And that's going to hurt Liam. But Stubby's got it. Stubby on the outside. They're going wheel to wheel. But Stubby has got the move done. But, Liam trying to get there. Liam's got the inside here. And then Stubby got the inside. And because there's a lot of rights and then lefts. But Stubby has got the move done. And that would be good news for Lerner driver. So these two battling are going to slow each other up. And that will allow Colin to pull out a bit. So we'll come up now onto the final corner, onto the long start-finish straight, and this is where Liam now will get the benefit of DRS and have another crack to get his position back from Stubby. Stubby knows there's no point but trying to battle there with the DRS open. These two will be dragging each other along as Davey now gets past KFC. And Colin is beginning to pull away from these two. About 2 seconds the gap. Fourth is Volcano. And he'll be pleased to see other drivers have got penalties. I mean, lap 7, and we've already got 4 drivers on penalties. Brendan in 5th, the closest driver in the championship to Colin. He's going to want to really try and put the pressure on and move up. He doesn't want to lose too much ground to Colin in the championship. And behind Brendan, we've got Luke in the Williams, and then there's a bit of a gap to Higgsy in the Red Bull. Yes, that is a Red Bull. Behind Higgsy is Al in the Mercedes, not having the best of races. And then we've got another 3-second time penalty for Kieran. He got plenty of them yesterday, so he knows exactly how they feel. We've got Davey in 9th, KVC in 10th, and behind KFC is Smotler, all in the DRS chain. Just not really helping any of them. Then we've got Kieran in 12th, having a look. There is Quinn. Quinn gets past Kieran, under braking with the help of DRS. Kieran has another Just another look. And then in 14th, we've got Dragos, who made a mistake and got brought out the yellow flags. But there's our race leader, learner driver. A good 2 seconds now ahead of Liam, who was having a good battle with Stubby. I'd imagine that them medium tyres have helped him through the middle sections, but they're going to start being they're going to start going soon. And Stubby on the hards. Stubby's too far back to make a pass. Looking under braking, and Stubby just brakes a little bit later than Liam. But still, that's a great camera angle as we watch these cars going side by side. Oh, and Liam did give Stubby enough room there. Stubby's had to back out. Stubby just couldn't get the power down. The grip of them medium tyres that Liam's got helped him out. But they're going to start being hurting. And I mean, we've got Simotla on 8 lap softs. So we could see Simotla being the first driver to go into the pits. Just watching Liam, and there's Stubby. And of course this is helping learner driver so much. He's built up a 2.7 second gap. These two could help each other to give each other a tow to try and keep up with learner driver. I'm going to stay out because I'm going to see if, because there's a big gap there again. And Stubby again, a bit later on the brakes, and the brakes camera change. Again, trying to have a look up the inside, but he was a bit way too far back. He needs to be closer if he wants to make that move stick. And Kieran has got past Quinn, and then Quinn's gone back past Kieran. But oh, that's close, it's close. Oh, the width of a tenner between the back of Liam's car and the front of Stubby's. He's just staying with this because Stubby definitely wants to be closer to Liam. Needs to be closer to Liam if he wants that move to stick, and then he's going to try and get 1 second to break the DRS. But at the moment, let's have a look. And as Brendan picks up a 3 second time penalty, and everyone's getting them, KFC's got another 3 second time penalty. We did say it isn't going to be. Now he's still a bit too far back. I wonder if Liam's running a bit less wing than Stubby, but Stubby again under braking, but again he's too far back to make that move stick. But then Liam goes wide, there goes Stubby goes wide, and all the time this is letting learner driver now got 3.5 second gap. These two battling each other. They could be helping each other. Well, some defensive driving. There's Brendan in 4th. We'll try and get through all the drivers. Volcano and the beautiful Alfa Romeo. Luke going along nicely in 6th. Al in 7th. Iggsy down in 8th. Oh, and Stubby's got a 3-second time penalty. I'm going to have a quick look because I think I've got them penalties and KFC's got 6 seconds. Everyone at the moment, there's a lot there. But Stubby again, he's closer to Liam. He's closer this time and he's going up on the inside under DRS. He's got the move done. Now he will want to try and break that 1 second barrier. So Liam can't get back at him with DRS. But Liam on them mediums, 11 laps, probably hurting now. Probably really starting to go off them mediums. And the hards of Stubby. Now, yeah, he's beginning to break. He's beginning to get a bit of a gap. That gap is growing. It looks like he is going to try. He's not close enough yet to break the DRS, but it's going up. So I would say that Liam's tyres are starting to hurt him. And you probably see Liam come in the next couple of laps. But Simotla's done 11 laps on the softs. And there we go. As I predicted, Liam's mediums had started to go off. And I would imagine Liam will go on to the hards. Yep, looks like there's the hards. Such a long pit lane here. It does take a lot of time. So that means Liam will try and go the long haul and get a bit of the undercut going. But you can see how long that pit lane is. Liam, who was third when he came in, is all the way down to 13th now. That's how close the pack is. That's how long the start-finish straight is, and that's how long the pit lane is. So out on his own in the beautiful Williams livery. He's learner driver. He's 4 seconds ahead of this man Stubby, who has also got 3-second time penalty. Brendan is up to third, but he too has a 3-second time penalty. And all this plays into learner driver's hands because he's got the gap. He can take things a little bit easier, make sure he doesn't break the track limits, because time penalties are really going to come into play. And in fourth, we've got Volcano. Yeah, I don't need to say it. I know you all believe it. I know you're all saying it. The beautiful Alfa Romeo's going into the pits. So that will mean Luke now goes up and Kieran picks up another 3-second time penalties. He knows them very, very well. He got a lot yesterday. Dragos into the pits. Simotla's into the pits. So you can see, as soon as you go into the pit, such a long pit lane. Not as long as Silverstone, but it does put you right down the track, especially when you've got some cars so close on the track. So we've got Al there. Oh, Brendan's out. What's happened to Brendan? I'm trying to see what's happened. I can't see his car. Let's have a look. That's brought out safety car. So Brendan, oh, and that's completely blown his championship. He had a slight chance. There's about 50 points off learner driver in the championship, and it's come to an end in that Ferrari. Oh, and Liam's picked up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So Liam's going to have to do a drive-through, which is pretty big here. As we've already said it. It is a long pit lane. So that gives me a chance now with the safety car. That's allowed Colin to go onto the mediums. He should be able to take them all the way to the end of the race. So that safety car not only has took Colin's closest rival in the championship out of the championship, but it's also allowed Colin to get into the pits, get a nice free pit stop. But everyone else would have pitted as well, and the safety car will bunch them all up. That does allow Stubby now to catch up to Colin, and they're both on the mediums. Liam on the hards has gone back up to third with cars going into the pits. But I do believe he does have a drive-through, so he will have to do a drive-through, and that's going to hurt. That is definitely going to hurt Liam. And he can't do the drive-through while under safety car conditions. Fourth is Luke. Now Luke will see that Liam has got a drive-through penalty, so Luke's going to be happy with that. Colin's going to be happy that Luke could be moving up into third position. It could be Williams 1-3. And I know Luke was feeling really bad yesterday. I take my hat off to him. He carried on and did the comms yesterday for the championship while being so ill. So he'll be loving the fact that at the moment he is fourth, but and Al has now gone into the pits. Al, we've already, and we've got a couple of cars that have gone into the pits. I'm not sure. No, they've gone back onto mediums. Yep, they're gonna use this. They've changed the compound. They started on mediums, then went on to hards for a couple of laps. The safety car has now allowed them to go back into the pits and go back onto mediums, so that will give them the same advantage of the cars in front. Simotla has gone on to softs again. I think, let's have a look, I think he's done 2 stops, so Simotla will be hoping then they can get them soft to the end of the race. But I'm going to be and what's happened to Dragos? We've got overtaken Dragos. I'm not quite sure. Did Dragos have a bit of a moment there? And yep, don't know. Don't really know. So, learner driver ahead of Stubby. Liam with the drive-through in third. Luke in fourth. Higgsy fifth. Just going about it. He was down in 8th. But with the pit stops, they have helped him. He'll be hoping that he can move up the field now and put Luke under pressure. And knowing that Liam has got a drive-through and the safety car is in, as we can see the lights are out. So learner driver will back up the pack and he will allow the safety car to go in. And the question is, when does Colin go? And he's gone. Colin's gone. And he has caught Stubby slightly napping a bit, but not too bad. It has caught Liam out though. So Liam's got it all to do, but he's going to drive through. Al has got past Kieran. And Kim's got past Al again, so obviously battling into the corners. But Colin now, yeah, look at that, they've already pulled out over a second from Liam. Liam caught napping. We will have to come in for that drive through. And with 12 laps left, that is going to hurt him. And Luke will just keep on going and not try and eat up his tyres too much. No point battling with Liam because Liam has got the penalties. And Luke so far has kept everything pretty clean and has got no penalties as of yet. Higgsy behind Luke. The two will be watching how Liam gets on. But Liam is still going, so is Liam going to ignore the drive-through penalty, or is he going to try and leave it to the very last lap to try and build up a bit of a gap so it doesn't hurt him as much and doesn't lose as many places? But Luke will not be wanting to hurt his tyres too much with battling with Liam. He'll just want to try and keep in the DRS zone. There's 2 laps after a safety car before the DRS is enabled. Is Al now 9th? Because Al went off the hards onto the mediums to see the rest of the race out. The other ones didn't go and stayed on the hards of Volcano and Liam, so they'll be hoping that the medium runners towards the end of the race, their tyres will be really hurting. Oh, and Cavs has got another time penalty. So that's 9 for Brian. We've got a caution. What's happened there? Oh, that's Liam. That's Liam. Oh, and is he out? Has he crashed into the pit wall? I don't know what's happened there. It looks like he's gone into the pits. But he's going to get a disqualification. And there we go. Parked in a dangerous place. So I don't know what happened there. Whether he's gone into the pits and just got it wrong when he hit the and Liam has left the session as well, so he went wrong for Liam. It does say yellow flag, but the track isn't saying it's yellow, so I'm going with everything's fine. Saying sector 1. Oh, then we're still saying it's yellow on sector 1. There we go. The map has gone yellow on sector 1. We'll be getting Liam's car out of the pit lane, and now it's sector 2 on the corner. So I don't know what the yellow flags are doing. No idea what the yellow flags are doing. But that means learn the driver. And it's still saying there must be a car somewhere on track. I don't know why, because it's got Liam as disqualified, so his car must still be on track because he's got the yellow, and now the yellow flags have cleared up. So after that we have learner driver, who's already 1.7 seconds ahead of Stubby, and Higgsy has got past Luke. So Higgsy now up into the onto the podium. Nancy Mottler's got a 3-second time penalties, and everyone's getting them. And Al's got past Volcano. Some tyres getting close to the white line. All 4 wheels go across that some of the white lines. You get track limits. But out in the Mercedes, back up to 6th. Volcano in 7th, ahead of Quinn. Quinn is ahead of Brian in 9th, but he does have 9 seconds worth of penalties. And now look, let's go to a good camera angle. The car's coming in, and let's go up there. Let's have a look at this corner, because Quinn is going up on the inside of Volcano, and Al loses a couple of places as well. It's so powerful, that start finish straight with the DRS. Oh, and they've touched, and they've taken each other out. Oh, they touched. I think they've managed to keep things going. They have. Oh, Volcano and Al. And they've both got damage to the wings. So they, with 8 laps to go. And yeah, it showed there from Al. It just got completely wide there. And look at the back squirming all over the place when he's trying to get the power down. So Al and Volcano will have to go into the pits. But Kieran is a reserve, so Kieran... Oh, and oh no, Hicksy has picked up a 3-second time penalty. And that's going to hurt him, because behind him is Luke, who has got no time penalties. So Luke's just going to try and just keep it in DRS zone. And Liam and Higgsy's got to hope that Luke picks up a time penalty. And we've got another yellow flag. Oh, and Al's DNF'd. So Al must have lost it on the final corner. So a bad race as Volcano comes in to get his nose done. And the beautiful Alfa Romeo. But Volcano will still pick up points. But Al, I don't know if he's done the same as what Liam did on the pit entry. I'm not quite sure. So we'll get back onto the tyres. Yeah. Oh. So, in a race, everyone looked like they were getting around quite well. That's really going to hurt Mercedes in the All Gears Championship. No points for Mercedes. So, in first place we have Werner Driver, followed by Stubby, who has got penalties. Higgsy ahead of Luke, and Luke hasn't got any penalties. Higgsy has, but Higgsy's also got Davey, who's also within the 3 seconds. So even though Higgsy at the moment is in third place, he would get demoted down to fifth as Higgsy gets a bit squirmish there as Higgsy tries to put the power down. And so does Davey there in the beautiful Alfa Romeo. But these three, Higgsy will really need to try and open as much of a gap as he can. Luke and Davey will just know that they just need to just stay in the DRS zone. Davey will try and pick up the DRS off Luke. And of course this is where it starts hurting Higgsy. When you've got the cars behind him with such a long start-finish straight with the DRS zone. Oh, and Luke having a look, he was thinking about it. He had a couple of looks, but I think he was too far back really to make the move So yeah, he just pulled out of it. But this, that 3-second time penalty, Higgsy will be hoping that Luke and Davey will push their luck and get track limits with only 5 laps left. This is all Higgsy can do. It's just keep going and try and put in nice, clean laps. And try and put the pressure on Luke and Davey. But obviously Luke's going to be just wanting to try and keep in the DRS zone of Higgsy. And Davey's going to try and keep on the DRS zone of Luke. This could potentially be Luke's first podium finish of the season. I know he'll be so happy with that. He's too far back to make a move under braking on the Red Bull. Learner driver's already 2.5 seconds ahead of Stubby, and Dragos picks up a penalty. So there's Volcano has picked up a penalty again. Oh, that's it's not been a race to remember for Volcano. We know he's quick, but this track with the track limits really hurt you. So we've got 4 drivers out of 11 that's on track that haven't picked up any penalties. And I know I didn't pick up any penalties. But Luke now, he's keeping Higgsy really on his toes. And I think Luke now is probably closer than he's been before. Oh, there's the gap now. He's still way too far back to even think about trying to make a move on Higgsy. And Higgsy just cannot pull away from them two. He would just be hoping that they pick up track limits, because that's really going to hurt. Because yeah, Stubby is way out in second place now, 3 seconds behind learner driver. Stubby is 6 seconds ahead of Higgsy, so penalty wise Stubby is okay. But Higgsy has picked up a... We'll be hoping to get a podium. But can Higgsy break? I don't think he's the way that the laps are going, and Kieran picks up another 3-second time penalty. I think if we added all of his time penalties from yesterday and today, yeah, I think he's going to be a few hours behind everyone else. He does like his... Oh, I've just seen in the chat. Oh, Liam's wheel disconnected. Oh, gutted because he was having a brilliant race. He needed to go for the drive-through, but it's terrible when your wheel disconnects. It's almost as bad as when somebody sits on the remote and turns the channel over. But when somebody sits on the remote and turns the channel over, you've got somebody to shout at. When your wheel disconnects, it's just the wheel you get mad at. And as far as I can tell, I don't think this channel have learned yet to beep out swear words. I'm sure if you watch the replay of Tuesday's race, you may hear a bit of shouting under a very steamy helmet as somebody sat on the TV remote and turned it over. But Luke now under DRS has got past Higgsy on the penultimate lap. Higgsy knows that he just can't fight that with Luke, but Higgsy's having a look and he's going on the inside. That was a great move from Higgsy, but Davey goes wide there. I don't know what the penalties are, but these three are trying to battle for the final podium place, and at the moment it's Luke in the Williams, the car in the middle of these three, that is on the pole. Higgsy will be cursing the track limits and just hoping that with his disturbed air, the tyres are going to hurt. And look at Davey. Davey's really caught up. Davey was off these two. But now Davey's going to have a look. And Davey's gone on the outside. Davey's on the outside trying to get past Luke. And Davey's made it under braking. Oh no. And that means that Luke now on the final lap has got it all to do. He was in prime position to take the third spot, but now it's Davey with that move under DRS. But the start finish line is quite high up the straight, so they will get a bit of DRS. Has Davey got enough ERS? It's got 54%. Luke's got 16%. So Davey has got more ERS, and he will be saving that. Higgsy got 33%, but Higgsy has got their 3-second time penalty. Davey and Luke have kept it clean, but Luke, he's my cope. I want Davey goes wide there, and Davey still hasn't picked up a time penalty, but Luke is learner driver picking up the win. Second is Stubby. Third as they cross the line. Oh no, he's run out of fuel. Stubby's run out of fuel. Stubby has run out of fuel and he's gone down to 5th. Oh, what an absolute nightmare. So Luke has actually picked up a podium finish. Stubby has run out of fuel, and it allowed Davey and Luke to get past with the time penalties. Higgsy just misses out on a podium. He will be cursing that 3 seconds as Kieran picks up another 3 seconds. Kieran's way down there. He's coming to the pits. But what an end. What an end to the race. Colin controlled it. He had a good little battle at the start, which I know you would have enjoyed. All that hard work. Davey, who's gone absolutely fantastic, worked his way through the field in that beautiful Alfa Romeo, getting up into second place. And there you go, Colin can fly. Colin, it is official. Colin is a goat. He is a god. He can fly. He can levitate. And that's hard work, dedication, and talent right there. And that will boost. I'm not sure about his fashion sense though. Yeah, dungarees. Dungarees? Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. yeah, may want to change them, Colin. So there we go. Wow, learner driver finishes. Davey gets an unexpected second place. He'd saved up his DRS, and I thought Stubby had picked up second, but he'd ran out of fuel, which allowed Davey to get past, which means Luke gets onto the podium, his first podium of the season. So Luke's going to be incredibly chuffed with that, and I hope that makes him feel a lot better, and I hope you feel better soon, Luke. Fourth is Higgsy, who again could have got the podium, but time penalties, but he will take fourth. As Stubby, absolute gutted on the final, on the start finish straight, runs out of fuel. Oh, so that was a bit chaotic towards the end. Like I said at the start of the stream, we have 2 more races left, which is Brazil, which is a sprint race, and then the week after is Vegas. I'm hoping that the EA have sorted out the leveling issue that they've seemed to have messed up again. That's why we're in the World Cars. So 2 races left. The championship, yeah, I believe is Colin's now. I think, yeah, I think when the points and everything comes out, Colin would have got the championship. He was 50 points roughly ahead of Brandon, but Brandon crashed out. So if it's not this week, it will be next week that Colin will be officially crowned the RPM Premiership champion, defending champion, reigning champion, and I take my hat off to him, and we all inspire. We all wish we could race like Colin, and we all wish we could levitate as well on the podium. I've yet to see the podium. So I'm Mr. Inorganic. If you liked what you see, then leave a like and follow us, subscribe, and tell everyone. And we're back Tuesday for the first division. I'm racing in that one, and like I said, that's a sprint at Brazil. So from me and the very dark and warm Qatar, see you next week. Goodbye.